Hi guys, Rich Pasini from rjpasini.com coming to you today with the reseller news. This reseller news I talk about. It's first time coming here. I talk about certain topics that might be of interest to you. These are interest to me, and I thought maybe I'd like sharing with you guys. So without further ado, let's see what we got. I'm going to do a screen share here, and we'll take it from there. Let me just get the window up here. Here we got over here from, this is TechCrunch, and it's over here talking about Google reportedly offered $30 billion to acquire Snapchat. Apparently the CEO, from what I read earlier, Evan Spiegel, showed no interest in selling out to Google or anyone else. That's despite the startup's market cap slipping to around $15 billion and after soaring as high as $30 billion when it went IPO'd in May. News of Google's interest helped Snap shares price climb to 2.3% today, and the uptick, so on and so forth. If you guys want to read further on to the story, you can. When I bring you the news, guys, I don't want to read the whole thing verbatim. I think I might have mentioned that earlier, but I just thought I'd share this information with you guys. I don't want to make these reseller news clips too long. Like I said, if this is the first time coming to my YouTube channel, I have a habit sometimes, every time I say I want to keep it short and sweet, it turns into a lot longer than the short and sweet. So let's, without further ado, let's just continue what I have here, and I want to share it with you guys. So if you want to read more about this here, it sounds like Google is going to do their own type of thing here from what I read. It says over here, looking at this here, update, yeah, it says over here, update Google. Now Google is building its own competitor to Snapchat Discover. Read more about it. And when you click on this link here, it brings you up to this one here. And again, it's Google and Facebook and Vision Stories for news, not social. I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing, folks, but if you guys are interested, again, this is on TechCrunch. I get all these alerts. I get the Google, eBay alerts, auction alerts, and so on and so forth. I subscribe to a lot of, technical websites, and sometimes I find things of interest and I like to share it with you guys. So I hope these things help, or it just gives you a little enlightenment as far as what's going on in the tech world. Again, you could read these here if you're interested. Again, this is TechCrunch, and they talk a lot. It's about, they talk about different things, but it's basically a tech website. The other thing I want to talk about is over here. This is Crazy Lister. Okay, now this is that new thing they implemented. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Crazy Lister is in place of Turbo Lister. Could be wrong, but don't quote me on that. I used to use Turbo Lister in the past. I liked it. I know eBay did away with it, I believe. They're not supporting it as much, or I don't think they have supported it. Well, it ended. But now they have this Crazy Lister. But from what I understand with Crazy Lister, you got to pay for it. I think there's a monthly charge for it. That's what turned me off about it, if I'm not mistaken, unless there's a basic one I don't know about. But here, here's an interesting article for us eBay sellers if you want to read it, in case you don't know about what's going on. That's why I share this reseller news with you guys. Here it says how this eBay seller went from 0 to 250K in just 3 months. You might want to read this here. You can go on, it says read more, and you can read about how this seller went from 0 to 250K. I would love to do that, and as people know in the past, I would not complain, but I would talk about how sour my sales were, which did not. It's been kind of a little not that great lately, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take the good with the bad with this business. But again, if you read the story here, it'll talk a little about this guy, how he went there. How his goal was to, I guess, hit that target market price, whatever. At earning 250K. I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing, but again, I'm bringing this guys to you so you could read up on it. And if you look on this Crazy Lister website, they have other things. They got the eBay doc, the Crazy Lister blog. They got the most popular case studies, entrepreneurship, increased eBay sales. It has a whole bunch you had to sell on eBay, eBay tips, eBay facts, video tips, and also you could also link to them as well via through social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, and whatever the other one is here. And you can keep abreast of these things of what's going on. I kept this in my file list here because I'm going to read it later on, and I thought it was something of interest. And I thought you guys might be interested too. Here's another one. Now this guy's talking about from 0 to 250K. Here's one on top. It says we share our journey of 100K a month on eBay. So you would enter your email address, and then you get weekly lessons on eBay sales growth. So that's something you might be interested in, guys. Now with TechCrunch, oh no, this is not. I'm sorry. This is the Gadget website. This is another one I deal with. Again, I get all these updates and stuff like that. Here they talk about the most expensive tech auctions in history. Now, I don't think these were sold on eBay. I didn't, again, get a chance to read the whole thing. You might want to look this up here again. Like I said, I'm not going to go verbatim read these whole articles to you guys. I mean, you could look them up yourself. But I thought this was of interest, to see what the item's selling for. And, well, like here for Leica O series here, the digital cameras of today. They talk about over here, first ever 35mm, 25 shoot made in 1923. And they said over here, 12 left, and most recent one was put up on auction and fetched a cool $2.79 million. Okay, you might say, well, you have interest in it. Well, why would I want to know about that? Who knows? You might come across a camera like this. You never know in your findings what you're when you go sourcing. You never know what you're gonna find. So, I'm not saying you're gonna find this particular one that sold for $2.9 million, $2.79 million, but you might find something that might be, a vintage like that might fetch you a good price. You don't know. That's why I say you got to keep your eyes open, especially in this type of business. Reselling. You never know. We're on a hunt. It's like a lion out there, coming to find some good meal to eat on, or whatever. But that's what it's like. You gotta go out there and search. Here's one over here, the Apple Lisa. Okay, this one here, it says enter Apple Lisa 1 computer, which just a few years ago attracted a price of $44,000 at auction. Again, I don't know where these were auctioned off. They might have been at a regular auction house. I don't see anything that says eBay here. Again, I just thought I'd share it with you guys. Here's the one for a Xerox Alto. This, if I'm not mistaken, was the one there. I'm not sure if that has something to do with the mouse. Or that might be the computer, I guess. Oh, the Xerox Alto. Okay, that's the computer. I'm thinking of when they went. I was thinking of the Pirates of Silicon Valley when they went to Xerox in California, Palo Park, whatever it was there, and they got the graphic user interface mouse, and that's what I thought that was relating to. Apparently, this must be for a computer that fetched $30,100. Okay. All right. Then again, you're back to Apple, the Apple One, I guess here. As I said, it says over here, we already mentioned Apple Lisa, but go further back in time, even rarer than the Apple computer. Apple One computer was built by Steve Wozniak in Steve Jobs' garage. So the story goes, and the dates from 1976, making it hugely collectible and desirable for the wealthiest and most loyal Apple fans out there. This one here, according to this, fetched $671,000. Okay, that's after bidding. Again, it doesn't really say where it was sold, but it probably went to an auction house. Then you move further down, you got the Nintendo World Championship cartridge. I think in my other reseller video, I was talking about the Super Mario Brothers. I think that was listed on eBay. Don't quote me on it. I think that went for $30,000. For what I read on there, it's in the reseller news. You can check it out on the previous one. Now, of course, it's not going to be in this one. But this is another one I picked up over here. A story. Here, it says over here, as evidence present to you, a Nintendo World Championship cartridge and the classic NES system, which was auctioned off online, brought $100,000 and change. Okay, so are you going to find stuff like this here? I can't say. You never know. You might be somewhere and you might see something like this here. You never know. I'm not saying you're going to find the same one that's going to sell for $100,000, but you never know. You might find something that who knows? You might pick one up, something like this, depending on how many they made, and you might make a decent killing off it. Who knows? And then over here, it says selling your gadget. Here's how to do it safely as possible. You can read articles in here. And this one here, again, this website, just to let you guys know what it is, just in case you want to read the story, it's the Gadget website. Okay, that's what it's called here. Well, it's www.3t.com. Okay, but they call it the gadget website. It's T3. Okay, so just go look up t3.com and you can read these stories if you choose to do so. Okay, another one site I like. Um, it's kind of like not related to the eBay selling, but I just want to share it with you. It's eHow. Ehow.com is not bad. It's I like do-it-yourself videos. I like do-it-yourself projects and stuff like that. This one here is do-it-yourself, DIY, and how to everything. And it talks about do-it-yourself natural jewelry cleaner, 8 steps to add avocado to your meals. It's got a whole bunch of different things here. And if you're not familiar with eHow, you might want to check it out. You could also pin it to whatever. And it's got pretty interesting things here if you read up on it. You could check it out. I like it. I have it. I have it listed in my email. I get these email alerts from them whenever they come out with new things, and you check them out. It's not bad. It's called ehow.com. All right, and you can see they have different things here. And when you click it on, of course, like this one here for jewelry cleaner, it'll take you there, and the person, whatever, who's doing it will tell you. It's a contributor. Will tell you, I guess, how to clean it, and they also will incorporate a video in there as well. Okay, so we'll close that out. But yeah, and sometimes they have incorporated videos in here, so you might want to check into that there. Okay, so that's the other one there. And blogging. Here's 3 blogging tools. Now this came off of the Social Media Examiner. Again, I get a lot of these on my email. I get all these notifications, folks. I mean, there is tons of stuff there. If I put everything that I get in one day here, we'll be here for over an hour or better. So I just picked out a couple things for the reseller news. I'm not going to get too heavily into it. This one here is, like I said, the 3 blogging tools to improve your content quality. And you can read on this here. The website right up here is socialmediaexaminer.com. And then I guess you would type in blogging. But if you go to their website, it'll probably bring you right there, and you'll probably see some of these stories here. And they got home, free updates, shows, conference, society, events, starting and about, and so on. It's not a bad website. You might want to check into it, get some good information from it if you choose to do so. And you could read about, like this particular one, 3 blogging tools to improve your content quality after the deadline. Then they talk about misused words. They have style checking in there. You got to read the story, folks. You got to go into it and read about it, okay? And you can get some, pretty good information from them. I like it. I subscribe to it, so I'm on their mailing list. So whenever they come out with little tidbits information, I find it useful. Then we did the Google report, TechCrunch. We did that. Here's a website here for Obolo. Now I don't really deal with Obolo as far as like I haven't signed up for their service, but I do have their email alerts. And this one here is optimizing your Facebook ads. Now, I would turn this thing on for you, but I think what happens is when you're using somebody else's content, you get a warning message on it because this is somebody else's content. So what you would do is you would go to YouTube and you would look up for Obolo, and you could hit this little thing here. It's only 5 minutes long, and it'll teach you about optimizing your Facebook ads. Okay, it's a little tutorial. That's one part of it. And then the other one is Tame Bay TV is another one. Tame Bay it has they have their own website as well. But this one here is how to sell on eBay 10 top tips. You might want to check into this here. Again, short, 2 minutes, 45 seconds. If you got the time to listen to it, I mean, it can't hurt, So you might want to check into it. And that's on Tame Bay. Tame Bay, again, they also have their own website as well. Okay, so that's basically the ones I'm talking about right now that I find pretty interesting. Again, this one here is Tame Bay, and you could see. Now I don't know if I did. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't get to this one. I'm sorry, folks. Here's over here eBay neighborhoods to shut down by the end of August. If anybody's into these type of this is like a trading system in the UK. It says over here, right? Matter of fact, it's over here. Chris Dawson is the guy who I think he started Tame Bay. It says eBay UK has announced that they will be closing eBay neighborhoods by the end of August. It's from what I understand, it's another version of eBay. Like it says here, trading assistance. I used to be a trading assistant. I think eBay did away with it. I never really bothered to follow up with it. at the time when I got started with eBay, I didn't really think too much about, going out there and offering my services. Although I did get a message a couple times from people, not many, saying, "What would you charge to sell my items to me? You take the photos, what percentage you get?" I did message it back, but apparently it wasn't. I guess I was new at it, and I guess the person probably figured, well, I would rather deal with somebody more experienced. But as far as I know, I don't think the eBay still has trading assistant programs. And you could correct me if I'm wrong. I'm most likely I don't know. I can't speak, in general about it. But this one here, from what I understand, it's going to be Qantas going to shut down at the end of August this month. So if anybody deals with that stuff, you could follow up on that, read the stories and stuff like that. But here's TameBay. Again, I get my news from them here. TameBay guide. They got analytic research, very good. They got marketplace tools. They talk about logistics, payments, small business, e-commerce. And on the side here, the latest news they'll talk about. This was another one. Is all about over here. You click it on and get it. TameBay TV, all about buyers' returns on the UK. And again, you'll have a video here. It doesn't autoplay. You have to click it on. I don't want to do it because it's somebody else's content. I tried doing that with Wondershare, and I want to, talk about Wondershare, about their product, and I got a message, from YouTube saying that, it's copyright material, so you really can't do stuff like that. I guess showing stuff like this is not too bad. I'm not playing the video, but again, you could check into this here, all right, and it's all about the eBay returns on the eBay UK. They got other things there, other topics. Like I said over here, I don't know, Amazon Australia, the first warehouse will be in Melbourne. Of course, Amazon is growing in leaps and bounds. We know that there. So that's nothing new. I mean, it's nice to know about it, but it's something to sit there and sit in a daze or disbelief when it comes to Amazon. I mean, it's a big company. I mean, and he's doing phenomenal, But check it out. It's TameBay. And again, they got a lot of nice information there for you guys if you're interested in learning. And just to sum it up in a nutshell, if you guys are interested, I'm kind of like throwing a little segue out there for myself as well with the reseller news. This is my video dashboard here. If you guys want to subscribe to my my YouTube channel, I'd love to have you as a subscriber if I can get this to work. As you can see, I only got 369 videos so far. I'm not, like I was saying, doing this here to exploit myself into something big. If it does turn into something like that, it'd be great. But if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, I cover other things that I can get this to work. These are some of the videos I have going on here. A lot of it is based on eBay, sneak peeks. I do the demos and intro videos. So you'll see some of these things here. I got quite a bit there. Not much. I mean, it's getting there from the time I first started, but I cover other topics besides eBay selling. So if you guys want to subscribe to me, that'd be great. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. If you get anything out of the videos I do, please give me a thumbs up. If you like the reseller news, like you get little tidbits information, that it's something that you find of interest, fine. I hope it helps out. I mean, it's just to enlighten you, and that's basically why I do it. And the other thing is, too, I also have the Twitter. If you want to sign up for Twitter, I got a Twitter account. It goes under rjpasini.com. And, I'd love to have you guys as follow me on Twitter. There's a person I follow over here is Kathy Terrell. She's got the New York City Fitness family. And if you click it on, see, this is her little article she puts on Twitter here. Top rated seller at the high buyers ratings. Which is nice. She got really good stuff too. If you wanted to sign up for her as well. And last but not least is my eBay top rated sellers group. We're growing. We're getting there. I started this group a while back. It's at 282 members. 4 new ones just recently joined. We have a lot of talented people on there, as everybody else does on the eBay groups. So if you want to join in and sign up, please do. The more, the merrier. I could use more, members here with experience. The only thing I say in regards to joining our group, being the founder and the moderator of it, I don't really care to have people come on there trying to use it as a dating site. I think I did a video on spam about spamming, and sometimes you get people that come in there, come onto your site, and I've had things like that, experienced it on this and Twitter, and it's kind of funny, like the people that try to join, and I censor the people before I accept them or approve them. I look to see what they're all about. I look at their about me's. I see what they have to offer the group. If you're going to just come in here and just like hang out as a social club, I really would like to have people that talk about business and stuff like that. This is not. It's not. I know it's a social media platform, but this is basically geared for eBay business and Amazon. I mean, any e-commerce business could join it. I mean, yes, it says eBay Top Rated Sellers Group. It doesn't mean you have to be an eBay Top Rated Seller. You could just be a regular eBay person. You could be an Amazon. We have Amazon people on here too. That I subscribe to their channels too. So it's kind of like one big interconnecting ball here. Where we all migrate in one area and we all discuss different things. I don't really like people coming onto the website, like I said again, thinking it's a dating site or coming up with any controversial or any type of things that may, what do you call it there, create negative feelings. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really, get too much into the conversational pieces, what I'm trying to just talk about here, but I want to keep it strictly for business. You know what I'm saying? I know people like to voice their opinions, and that's okay. But if you want to give shout outs for certain things other than eBay business or anything e-commerce related, you might want to go to a different website for that or a different Facebook group and sign up with them. This basically, like I said again, this group here is for e-commerce. eBay, Amazon, Etsy. We have people that from Etsy groups too here. We have a lot of talented people here, and you can learn from a lot of them as well. I signed up on some of their websites, their Facebooks, and a lot of them signed up here. And like I said, considering when the group was started, we're already up to 282, plus 4 new members just came on. So it is growing. It's slow. We don't have thousands. There are groups out there that have thousands, 16,000, 20,000. They've been around a lot longer. So, I'm getting it there. We're getting, it's getting there. So if you guys want to sign up, please do. It's just go to a Facebook and just look for eBay Top Rated Sellers Group. I'd love to have you guys sign up. And that's basically it. I don't really have too much more to talk about on the reseller news. That's the information I shared with you is stuff I thought that would be of interest to you. Again, if you like it, if you like what I do with these videos, please subscribe. If you think you get anything out of them, please, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to be doing another video shortly after this one here, just to give you guys a heads up, talking about how to get free merchandise. And it's kind of be, well, interesting. You guys, you might know about it already. I'm going to share, I think, the 2 websites, I think, where you can get information like that there. And it's I guess, kind of similar to Craigslist type of thing. But, we'll see. I'll show you in the next video. But thanks again, guys, for stopping by and checking out the Reseller News. Again, my name is Rich Pasini, and I am signing off, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye now.